Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mike's, okay? Make sure, if you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Boom, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him, make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another video, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you are liking the video and subscribing if you are new. And yeah, obviously, as I've said before, I am going on holiday on the 24th, which is in 2 days from when you're seeing this. So I'm going to be doing pre-recorded content, and the videos that you're mainly going to see for the next week or so are going to be clips and pre-recorded stuff that I've recorded in advance. Then we'll be back to normal schedule. And you know what the summer's like, holiday and all that, but I still want to provide daily content for you lot. So that's why I'm recording everything in advance. I haven't really gone a day without either uploading or streaming. I think only apart from once or twice this year, funny enough. So yeah, I want to keep that. And we're nearly on 1.1k as well. But yeah, I'm recording this video in advance as well because I'm out all Sunday. So yeah, I'm recording this Saturday night. But can West Ham even sell players is my question. Now, the reason why I'm asking this question is because I've talked about over the past week a lot about West Ham buying players. West Ham needing a player in every single position, whether it means great squad depth for already made starters, which is quite rare at West Ham right now. We've only got a few that are like properly ready to start, probably good enough to start at West Ham, but also starters in themselves. Where we need a left back right now because Emerson's about to leave and Scarles is the only one. He needs experience to help him. Wan-Bissaka's our only right back. We need a right back, but Wan-Bissaka's our starting right back. We need another centre back or two. Like, I could go on and on. But there's players I want to get rid of at this club as well, because every time West Ham stepped on the field last year, they lost a midfield battle. Every time West Ham stepped on the pitch last year, they wasn't really having a good way of creating any goals. There was no like suitable way of creating goals for West Ham. It became a massive problem last. Like, a lot of that was relied on Jared Bowen trying to create something from the right hand side. We didn't have a left hand side because Somerville wasn't playing. Kudus was playing out of his position on the left hand side, and also Somerville then got injured after Lopetegui gets sacked. He got injured on Potter's very first game. Big problem. Big problem. And Luis Guilherme didn't get a chance all season for whatever reason, which was weird in itself, to be honest with you. That was weird in itself. I didn't understand that one. But this is my problem with West Ham. You don't buy with a plan, you don't sell with a plan. So let's get on to the main topic, as I was saying. Can West Ham sell players? Now, I've just put out all the problems with West Ham United. And I've basically said, the tier list video. I've said who should go, who should stay, who should be loaned out. I've said before who we should buy. And I've said before what the problems are. Now, Mohamed Kudus is the only player, and Naya Fagir are the only players that have been linked with the move away. Mohamed Kudus is the only one that's been linked with the move away where there's actually any credibility to the side. But this is where West Ham are suffering. Is that West Ham have the notion of we need to sell to buy, because if West Ham weren't trying this notion, I'm sure West Ham would have bought someone by now. Because I'm pretty sure around this time last year we was in talks to sign Luis Guilherme. I'm pretty sure we were. We was at least in talks to sign Luis Guilherme. We tried to sign that Brazilian centre back. They ended up wanting more P's, and I don't know what he's doing now. Is that Fabrizio? Was it Fabrizio Bruno? I think that was the guy's name, and we never ended up playing him. I'm gonna have to do another video on how West Ham could line up next season, and it's gonna be the fucking same squad. And the main problem is, cool, I've not been happy with Mohamed Kudus. I'm not gonna cry if he leaves. But I have also said many a time, but Mohamed Kudus should be the first one we sell. He's not a priority for me to sell. There's 4 players for me that West Ham need to sell. James Ward-Prowse, Konstantinos Mavropanos, Edson Alvarez, and Naya Fagir. Those are the 4 players mainly. There's more, don't get me wrong. Guido Rodriguez and Andy Irving also need to leave. They do. They do also need to leave. And then we're stuck from there. Because from the looks of it, Antonio is going to join the released list of Cresswell, Soufal, Danny Ings, and Lucas Fabianski. So it looks like we're going to have 5 players released. And then the only player that's actually been linked away is someone who is attracting a lot of clubs, but nobody's bidding. Nobody's putting any money forward because it's a difficult deal. Now, I will talk about the Mohamed Kudus situation another time because I've talked about it enough already. But West Ham look like they're struggling because I've not seen one team linked with Konstantinos Mavropanos. I'm sure there'll be a Bundesliga club that'll be stupid enough to buy him because I'm sure his agent will be twerking his bumhole for a Bundesliga club, for a Stuttgart, for an Augsburg, or whoever. Did we buy the guy from Stuttgart? Actually, I think we bought Mavropanos from Stuttgart. A club he hasn't been to before, maybe. So maybe there's a club stupid enough to buy the guy. Edson Alvarez is always linked to someone, but nobody has ever put a bid in for him. He was linked with Monaco last year. That had some form of credibility. But nobody bought him. Under Ten Hag, he was linked with Manchester United because it's a Ten Hag former player. So maybe Bayer Leverkusen come in for him, but I doubt it because they got Xhaka, they got Palacios. So they got other players that can play there. Maybe they need depth. Come get Edson Alvarez, Ten Hag. James Ward-Prowse is 30 years old on mad wages with, I'm assuming, 2 to 3 years left on his contract. He's not going to leave anytime soon. And it's also difficult to actually sell a player that is English when they've not done anything in the past season because these clubs love to keep the players that apply with the homegrown rules as well. So it's going to be, he's probably the worst one you can sell right now. The easiest one you can sell at the 4 that I just mentioned is Nea Forget because the guy wants to leave. He was loaned out last year and people are interested in him. I've seen Roma, I've seen Juve, cool. Whoever, he's probably going to go Serie A if he leaves. But this is the problem, is that nobody has left yet on a fee. The only people that have left are going on a free. And we don't need to be in talks with anyone for people to leave on a free. That's a massive problem. That's a massive problem. So I don't know where West Ham go from here when it comes to selling players. I don't know where West Ham go from here. It's a very, very big issue. And it might hinder... Well, our transfer window is already finished as it is, and we're only in June. So going past that, it's very long. It is very long. I am not happy. Of course I'm not. Shock. Mike's is not happy about the situation at West Ham. Who would have thought it? But this is, well, the biggest hindrance to our transfer window is this bullshit. But listen, who am I to complain? Like, if there's anyone that can actually find a positive about West Ham United next season, I would love to be entertained by it. And it's probably going to be someone that's not a West Ham fan watching this going to troll me in the comments by giving me a false positive. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Social media is in the description if you want to follow me and email for the inquiries. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and peace.